Hi and welcome back to my channel. I'm Debbie, and today I am going to share with you a quick and easy way to sublimate on a garment. I am going to be doing this on a what you see here in front of you. I'm going to be doing this on a, I don't even want to call it a sweater. It's like a pullover crop top thing that I found at Five Below. Now I tried this design on a different sweater, which was also 100% polyester. What I'm sublimating on is 100% polyester, and I didn't have my settings correct on my new sublimation printer, and I got them right. So I'm gonna try it again on something else because I really love the way this design turned out. And 143 stands for I love you, and I thought it would be perfect for Valentine's to give to my daughters. So I'm going to show you how I got it done. So I'm going to show you exactly what I did here. I'm just going to open up a new window, which I have here. And all I did for my page setup, I just turned off everything. I put machine none, cutting mat none, and then I rotated it, the orientation, to landscape. And that was basically it. And also I turned on my border. So down here you just want to check on show print border. So that's all I did. And then I'm gonna go get my design, which is something that I bought from Design Bundles, and I'm gonna go and get that now. I'm just gonna go into my files, and I have here sublimation files. I'm gonna go to Design Bundles, and I believe it's in this first folder, and it's called the colorful wooden backgrounds. I'm gonna open that, and I'm just gonna grab this one. I'm just gonna drag it in there, close that up, and then what I'm gonna do, I'm not going over my print area. I'm gonna expand this as big as I can on here, like that, and then I'm gonna pull down as well to make it as big as I can, and then I'm gonna pull up on the top like so, and that's it. And then I'm gonna go to text over here to the A on the left hand side here. Just gonna click on that, and oh, I should have said, by the way, I'm doing this on Silhouette Studios, if you didn't get that by now. Alright, I'm gonna click on that, and then I'm gonna type out 143. And then the font that I used, which was already in my system, because I have a whole bunch of fonts. I don't know where I got it from. That I don't know. But I'm going to go over here to the right hand side. Right here where it says the A right there. I'm going to click on that. And I'm going to scroll down to this one right here where it says Autumn in November. Was the font that I used. But actually, I got to click on this and then do that. So let's go back and find that. Autumn in November. So that's the A, so it should be at the top, and here it is, Autumn in November. And then I'm gonna fill it, so I'm gonna press on the fill here, and I'm gonna, sorry about that, I'm gonna fill it with this color, and then I want to, and then what I want to do to the 143 is give it a offset, and this is the offset right here. Hope you can see that. Come this way a little bit. So the offset is over here on the right. I'm just going to click on that. I'm going to click on offset, and as you can see, there's an offset around it, and I'm going to make that smaller by going here to the number. I'm just going to put 0.07, and I'm gonna hit apply, and then I'm gonna go here to the paint, and I'm gonna make that white. And then what I want to do, let me just select it, oops, select it all, and I'm gonna move it over here. I'm gonna make it a little bigger so you can see it better. Alright, and as you can see, it has red around here. That means that it wants to cut that. I don't want to cut that. I want to make that transparent. So I'm going to come over here and click on the transparent. I'm gonna come up here, I'm sorry, click on, oops, that's the wrong one, redo. Gotta come on this one and click the transparent there, and it's gone. Alright, let me see. I can see right here that the offset wasn't big enough. There's still some missing white there. So what I'm gonna do is I'll click it, I'm gonna move the 4, I'm gonna delete this, and I'm gonna do it over. I'm gonna do it over again. So I'm gonna bring this over here. I'm gonna redo my offset. So I'm gonna click on here, I'm gonna go back to the offset, click offset, and I'm gonna, let me see, we did 07, let me see, apply, and then fill it to see how it looks. Should look like that. Okay, now we're gonna come up here to the top there and remove the red, and like that, it should look like that. So then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, let's see, I want to grab all of it and group it, but I want to make sure that it's in the middle. So what I want to, I don't want to grab the paint splash, I just want to grab the number. So I'm gonna move it out the way so it don't be too hard to grab everything, and I'm gonna right click and group my number. I'll bring this back over here, center it as best as I can, and then as well as the number, put it where I think I like it, right there. And then I'm going to select all of it again, or maybe I should make the number a little bit bigger. Let me see if I can make it bigger. I think bigger will be better. Okay, and then I'm going to center it again. Let's see, do I like that? Maybe right there. And then select it all, right click, and then group. And then what I'm gonna do to this, because remember we have to mirror it, so we're gonna reverse it so it could go down on the garment correctly. So we have to go here, so we're gonna right click and we're gonna flip horizontally there, and that when we lay our image on our garment, it will go down the correct way. Now we're gonna center it again, right, want to make sure that it's in the margin, okay, that it's not coming outside of the margin, so it could print correctly the way we see it here in front of us. And that's basically it. Then you would just hit file and print. You go to your print settings, which is going to pop up, and I'm not two-sided no, and then I'm going to select my printer, and I have the Epson 220, so that's what I'm going to choose, and I'm going to choose best in the quality section, and that's it. That's all I've done. It's all that I've done on the settings on the computer itself. So I'm just going to cancel this because I'm going to show you what I did. Sorry about that, got a phone call. But now I'm going to show you what I did on the actual printer to get a nice looking image printed, because like I said, I did it before, now a few days ago, and the quality was awful, but then I figured it out. So let's go over to the printer so I can show you what I did. Alright, so we're here at the printer, and I have the Epson, I don't know if you can see that, ET2720, and I'm gonna go here. So we're home, and I'm gonna scroll here with this so I get to settings. I'm gonna press OK, and then as you can see here, it's on maintenance. I'm gonna keep going until I see printer setup, which is number 2. I'm gonna press OK. Paper store setting, I'm gonna press OK, and it says paper setting, press OK. Paper size, OK, and I want it to be on letter because this is what this print is, letter size 8.5 by 11. So I'm gonna say done, so I press OK. Then it's gonna say paper size again, so I'm gonna scroll to the side, and then paper type, you press OK, and then here you want it to be on premium matte. So you're gonna scroll until you see premium matte, like I'm doing here, and I'm on premium matte, and I'm gonna go OK, and that's it. That's what you have to do. Press OK, and that's it. You go back home and you're done, and your printer is set to print the best quality. Alright, so here's what I'm gonna be sublimating on. This is a, just show you, 100% polyester, and this one has a zipper in the front. It is cropped, so I'm thinking I'm gonna do it on the back. I'm gonna turn it around and I'm gonna sublimate on the back of the, wouldn't even call it a sweater because it's really thin. And then I'm gonna be using this paper, which is a sub. I got it from Amazon. It's 105G, 8.5 by 11, and this is heat paper. I'm gonna be using some butcher paper, so on the heat press here, the bleeding doesn't occur on it, so it doesn't mess up. The butcher paper helps with the bleeding. It'll catch the bleeding. And then the settings on the heat press is going to be 400 at 60 seconds. And if you have an easy press 2, you can use that because it goes up to 400 degrees. So you can use that. If you have that, I'm going to be using my press. And that's basically everything I'm going to be using. And then I'm just going to grab my paper, one sheet of paper, a sub. We'll bring it over here. It's top loading, so you just want to insert it in your printer, and it's ready. I'm sorry, I hope I didn't make it dizzy. But I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna press file, print. I'm gonna make sure that it's the correct printer, so I gotta click here and go to this one, Epson 2720. I'm gonna ask for the best quality, and then I'm gonna press print. It's gonna take a second. And there, it's sent to the printer because the printer is down here now, right down there. Alright, so here's my image. Beautiful. Now I'm gonna cut this white around it, and I'll get back to you. Alright, so as you can see, I cut all that extra white off. And another thing I should have mentioned that I was going to be using is heat resistant tape to tape our image down on the garment so it doesn't move. So that's the image. Inside of the sweater I have a piece of butcher paper so it doesn't bleed to the other side of the sweater, and also lay down on my heat press I have a piece of butcher paper, and I have it sitting correctly on here so it could lay down straight. I have this ruler. I want to know where my middle is. This is about 15 inches from here to here, so my middle will be in the 7.5 mark. So I'm going to take my image and paste it right around there, and let me see what my middle would be. It's about right there. So this is my middle right here. I'm going to move this. Make sure I get it as straight as possible. I think I'm going to move it up a little bit more. And I'm just going to lay down my ruler again. Whoops, wrong way. This is my 7.5 mark. Just take another ruler, and from here to the 7.5 mark is about 5 inches. and it's about 5 inches on this side, so that's good enough for me. Just want to make sure that it's not crooked. In this angle I can't really tell, and I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna take my tape, I'm gonna cut a piece, lay it right here, right there. Cut another piece. It's hot, so be careful. I'm gonna lay it right at the top. I'm gonna cut 2 more pieces. One's gonna go on this side, and then 1 more piece to go on the opposite side. So let me just make sure that it's straight to my liking. See if I like that. Like I said, I don't want it to look crooked. It's about a 3 from the neckline. And then from side to side of the sweater, oops, wrong way. From side to side of the sweater is at 5.5. 5.5. Alright, so I'm gonna lay a piece of regular printer paper on top, like so, and I'm gonna press. 60 seconds, 400 degrees. Be very careful, it's hot. Try to see where I can grab it from. Won't mess up the and there is our end result. I think it came out really nice. And that's it. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments, and I'll make sure to get back to you. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and then the bell notification so you could be notified when I upload again. Thanks a lot, guys, for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.